Hey, what is good everyone? Today we are looking at a match between K-Yama playing as Vasaraga versus Under playing as Ladiva. Let's get straight into this match. Take a look at it. I mean, obviously I've been trying to learn this matchup from Ladiva's perspective, so it'll be interesting to see how other people are rocking it. Now, you're going to see there's a lot of different ways you can play this matchup. Obviously Vasaraga spaces out Ladiva by default. So you sometimes see players use a lot of Lariat, which we see here. Obviously this is super high risk and doesn't kind of give you a stable game plan at mid-range versus Vasaraga, but it is something you just have to represent. So it doesn't get punished for it, so it doesn't matter too much. And this is going to be the corner pressure here from Vas. Super safe stuff. Now, when Ladiva's jumping, so from this range, jumping against Vasaraga is actually pretty good. Vas can do things like jump back into a button, can do 2H, but the 2H is slow. So doing a jump M, where the hitbox is quite low, gives Vas very little time to actually react. Obviously, if you do get counter hit in that situation, it's just a write-off. It's done. Trying to catch Vas, pressing a button after that target combo, no bite though. Caught out of the air, no big confirm off that. Oh, just outspacing it. Now, this is a chance for a comeback. Vas with kind of limited reversal options outside of super. You can definitely make comebacks in this matchup. Delayed heavy, giving a bit of a frame trap. Yeah, the walk, I said it in my matches versus Benners, but the walk, Ladiva has very little she can do about it. Super, especially 720, is the best option. Getting the actual manual input or technical input for the 720 while you're blocking is somewhat difficult, so you normally see a easy input version. It's kind of all you can do to get through the armor. You don't have lots of multi-hitting attacks. Throwing is the best option. Sometimes you'll go for an SPD, but 720 obviously with the extra range helps quite a lot. Once again, just getting caught doing lariats in neutral, it's hard because you want to play the big rewards really. They pay off in this matchup. Now that's something I can get behind. This button is very useful in this matchup. It's very important to throw out the far H to catch Vas using these like far mediums. It makes such a big difference. You need to outspace these moves, and on top of that, they're high attack level. Far H to a high attack level. You can buffer it. You can confirm it. Very, very useful. Good to see that that's a powerful round start as well. Gonna get confirm here into a knockdown. Keeping a lot of the mix-up standing. You can go for a jump after the sweep versus Vasaraga, but opts not to do it. Once again, just jumping around these buttons. I'm just doing a really good job of just working around buttons, which is impressive. Yeah, you can see, went for the reset one time into the target combo again, and then went for the lariat. Just, Yama's just not biting on any of this, and it's hard because you want to do it versus Ladiva, right? The mix is scary, but when you actually block out those lariats a bunch of times, it can really screw with the Ladiva's head. Once again, the jumps, it's those close range jumps are making all the difference here. You're going to get a pure mix up off this. Huh, I didn't know you could do that. So this move has armor. So a jab comes out and it connects with the armor, and he cancels it into a dodge. That's super interesting. Okay, that must be why he's doing a lot of standing mix-ups when he has super. Even when he doesn't have super, he seems to be going for them, but the thing about that move is if you do a safe jump, that will beat a safe jump. The armor will go through it, and then you'll get caught. Alright, it's going to get the opportunity to charge up here. Now this is where the matchup gets really peak. Fast with a life lead and with charge, it's a nightmare. And yeah, we're seeing it come into fruition. Just tapping away at him. Nice, perfect. Yeah, there was some interesting stuff in that second round that I definitely didn't know you could dodge out after it. That's really cool. So that means doing something, instead of a safe jump, you could do like an empty jump jab to bait it. And if you get the jab and they super, you just dodge afterwards. That's really useful. And once again, Under just trying to use long range buttons. Not super comfortable getting into the 2U range, which is super understandable. The 2U is definitely really hard to work around. But the thing is, if you play this beggy about a hit, it can often just provide Vasaraga with too many opportunities to get counter hit damage on you. Nice, just the frame traps are perfect. Even though that frame trap there has been specifically nerfed for Ladiva, still works. Man, just waiting, patience, really good stuff. Under pressure, like, is really good. And also defense as well seems really good. Being able to navigate those close range buttons. To be fair, we've seen him get like tapped out of the air and counter hit a couple of times, but even still, every time he does make a close range read, it works. That's gripper damage, Jesus Christ. Just trying to keep him out of the air. Under's gone for those jumps too many times, I guess, and Yama's just ready for it. Goes back to being defensive, delay on the charge, catched him dodging. Really cool stuff. I like how K-Yama plays this matchup actually quite a lot. There's a bunch of ways you can play it. I guess the jump and the lariat, he's gone to it so many times he's scared of doing a fireball, which is fair enough because the fireballs do have a bit of start up on them. Alright, this is an opportunity. Gets to jump out. Blocks the overhead. Good stuff. Blocking the overhead as Ladiva is so good. You just get the risk of the throw mix up in there, and it's powerful. You don't not having to run forward and sort of like indicate you're going for that mix up. So this is something I've started doing a lot more. The third headbutt is -2. You just go straight into super, and you can punish them trying to do anything because it is their turn after the third headbutt. But the third headbutt is where the super mix up comes in. Goes for it, you know. Yama's completely on it. Makes the read, jumps out. It's going to get a fair bit of damage. Next hit with the super will kill. Ooh, nice. I can't believe he ran forward after that. Probably could have just done the heavy version. Maybe it would have pushed out too far. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's the mix-up that makes it scary. You see people go for it with their normal characters, right? They run up. It's like the classic fighting game thing of, oh, you're -2, so it's my turn. And it allows you to get a throw. With an SPD, it's just a bit nicer. Alright, you just hate it when Vass starts the round with an armor charge though. It's deadly. Gonna get a meaty off this. He's gone out of those throws a bunch of times. Like I said, he's just jumping a ton on defense. I wonder what frame traps Vass can do around that. Oh god, this is gonna hurt. Alright, next mix-up wins. Can he dodge now? Yeah, okay, so that is a legitimate thing then. Because that time he meted with the 2M and just dodged straight out. That's such good tech. Oh my god, I'm stealing that. Once again, third. You see he went for the anti-air throw after this, which is, you know, it's a pretty heavy read, but I respect it. Oh god. It begins. Blocks the overhead once again. Right, 50-50. Straight up. Goes for the anti-air read again and gets caught out. Yeah, it's life of Ladiva, man. If you're going to make reads like that, you can lose a game on him. K-Yama's this mind game super good. Oh no. He's been hoping for this hit for so long. Full conversion, knockdown, safe jump. Once again, just going for those empty jumps into the meaty standing attacks. Yes, I like that. Resetting the target combo early is really powerful. It's really interesting seeing Under's like strings, because Ladiva isn't super complex in how her strings work, but seeing the way in which he's mixing them up is interesting. A lot of these like empty jumps into standing meaties have become quite commonplace with Ladiva now. Catching things like delay jump and just giving a bit of visual noise that makes the mix-up feel a little bit harder to deal with. Oh, wow. Actually gets caught out of that. Fast kind of reverting to a bit more of a fireball game. And this stance is just a nightmare to deal with when you haven't got super. Yeah. The jump is so inevitable as a Ladiva player, because you know you just don't want to let him get away with it for that long. But it could all be for nothing. The super's on deck for both characters. Okay, so you can't dodge out of that one, which makes sense because that's not the armor version. That's just, you know, that's just an invulnerable move. I wonder if the startup, though, of that move allows you to do sort of a safe meaty versus it. That would make a lot of sense. Yeah, there's some really interesting tech in this entire match. I would definitely be interested to see if you can just do like a safe meaty jab versus Vass on all his knockdowns when he has super, and that's something that I'll definitely incorporate into how I play, because the safe meaty jab will allow you to continue pressure, because I used to not like Vass being able to stop your safe jumps, but if we can avoid that, that's some good tech. This Vass player is just insane. Like, Vass has so many options in mid-range, especially versus Ladiva, that it makes the matchup feel like a nightmare between fireballs, stance, 2U, 5M. Man, it's just very hard to work around his buttons, and you saw it. Under relying on a lot of lariats to actually just make the damage up, which I kind of get, you know, the damage is skewed in Vassaraga's favor, just in the sense he gets a lot of hits. So if you do land like one good lariat, it's like a solid knockdown, it's corner carry. It makes sense. It's personally not how I like to play Ladiva, because it's just, you seem to lose so much health doing it, and it feels a little bit more, just more risky, right? But with Vaz having slow buttons, you can see why a player would go for it, and he definitely made it work, but Kayama just kind of coming out on top. That was an interesting game. As a Ladiva player, I learned a lot from that one. Hopefully you learned something too. If you enjoyed this, feel free to subscribe or do whatever it is to support the channel. Hope you're having a great day and taking care of yourself. Take it easy.